I'll also say that this is a huge crowd, and I compare everything to 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Mitt Romney was running for president. He did not have a field office in Massachusetts. Look at what we have now. This is incredible. Donald Trump is expanding the electorate. We had over 20,000 people sign up to vote for him in the primary. Nobody's done that in this state before. We've doubled the turnout for the caucuses from 4 years ago. Doubled the turnout, and think about that. Mitt Romney was on the top of the ticket. We doubled him, okay? This is incredible, but thank you. I'm grateful for having Howie Carr here. He's been a huge supporter. He's a personal friend of Mr. Trump, and he's going to speak right now, so I'm going to throw the microphone to him.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here. Donald Trump wanted to say a few words here today.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created. Rich.
Howie, you've lost. I'll buy that.
You gotta use the props that you're given. I don't know. Did any? Hey, be quiet. Has anyone heard what Hillary said last night in New York? Isn't it? In case you didn't hear it, she was introducing Barbara Streisand, of all people, and she said that half of Donald Trump's supporters are just nothing but a basket of deplorables. A basket of deplorables. So it's nice to be here in this basket of deplorables. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Vincent is right. This is a pivotal election. You know, there's a great piece that came out this week. Rush was talking a little bit about it yesterday. This is a Flight 93 election. You know, you remember Flight 93 15 years ago tomorrow. The people on the flight from Pennsylvania to D.C. they knew what had happened at the World Trade Center, and they had no choice. They knew if they didn't do anything, they were going to die. And if they rushed the cockpit, they didn't know what was going to happen, but they had to try to do something. You know, we have to try to stop Hillary Clinton. You know, as deplorables, you know, we all know that Bill Clinton himself said, "Make America great again," right? But now it's terrible to say, "Make America great." Racist, xenophobic, homophobic, trans, I don't know, phobic this, phobic that. But we also know, having studied our political science, that the 1996 Democratic platform, when Bill Clinton was running for re-election, also said we have to get control of our southern borders. You don't have a country if you don't have control of the borders. And we also know that all this about how great the economy is, the stock market lost 400 points yesterday. Donald Trump is right about that. The only thing that's strong is the artificially propped up stock market. You got more people out of work now than you had in 1940 when the country was coming out of 11 years of depression. It's not great. We want to get the country moving again in every way. And Donald Trump is the only one who could do that. And I know we live in a deep blue state. We all know that. We all understand that. But you know what? 1980, it was a deep blue state. They didn't call it that, but that's what it was. And Ronald Reagan was running, And he carried this state. Remember that? He carried the state. He carried the state again in 1984. And you know, one reason he carried the state in 1980 was there was a sort of squishy rhino Republican running named John Anderson. Remember him? So they all thought, oh, we'll put John Anderson in there, and he'll take away enough votes from Reagan that Carter will carry the state. Well, it didn't work out that way. He took away more votes from Carter than he did from Reagan. So listen, you know, a lot of people, you know, this drumbeat of saying that, you know, we're deplorables if we're for Donald Trump. And she also said, too, that you should have an intervention if someone in your family is going to vote for Donald Trump. Well, listen, you know, I'm sure you have people in your immediate circle of friends who are probably saying, oh, Donald Trump is just a bridge too far. I'm going to have to vote for Hillary. If you can't talk them into voting for Donald Trump, suggest that there is an alternative. Gary Johnson. Tell him that. By the way, how many people here know what Aleppo is? That was not a trick question, was it? That was not a gotcha question. So, listen here, you know, thanks for coming out. I know it's a nice day. You got other things to do, and I'm glad you got your signs, and I hope you will protect these signs. You know? I mean, you know, I don't know what you want to do, a barbed wire fence around it, an electrified fence around it, a surveillance camera to protect it. But these signs, these are great signs. And you know what they say? Signs can't vote. But I'll tell you what, if you ride around any part of this country, including in states like Massachusetts, Democrat states, there are a lot more Trump signs that are not voting than there are Hillary signs that aren't voting. Am I right? You don't see too many Hillary signs out there. So listen, they got plenty of signs. I got some of my magnets here. I got some Ted Kennedy magnets. They're oldies but goodies. Ted Kennedy in patches on the way to the boat. And so pick up a magnet, and I got some magnets of myself. But anyway, the best thing to do is just keep working. It's a quick shot to the election. Keep working. Keep telling people that. Work on social media. Get out there on Facebook. I know there are a lot of trolls out there everywhere. Don't worry about them. You know, every knock a boost. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Just go to work for Donald Trump. Get it done. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for kids. You know, a lot of us are older. We may not live to see, you know, what's down the road, but our kids and our grandkids, we owe it to them to try to give them as good a country as was handed down to us. A country where there's plenty of opportunity for everybody, as long as you want to work hard. So listen, thanks for coming out. Get some signs, get to work, talk to your friends, grab a magnet of mine. Thank you very much for coming out here today. I appreciate it. And Donald Trump wants to say a few more words. Come on, Donald, speak. Hit the top.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
His words. Thank you very much.